Nobody likes a cheater. Whether it's video games, sports, or relationships, it's one of those universally hated things by everyone across the globe, kind of like cockroaches. And in 2015, it was the worst recorded year in history to be a cheater, because that was the year of the infamous Ashley Madison data breach. Ashley Madison is a website that's used for facilitating cheating. Its slogan is "Life is short, have an affair," so it was mainly for married individuals to find people to cheat on their spouse with. And in 2015, they were hacked, and the hacking group threatened to release their users' identifying personal information, which would undoubtedly ruin their relationships once it was released to the public. The way I've always pictured this unfolding at the Ashley Madison headquarters is a lot like the climax of a CIA espionage spy movie or something, where like, oh my god, we're about to get burnt. All of our undercover operatives are about to have their identities leaked. But in this case, the secret identities are just shitty goobers that are cheating on their significant others behind their back. Now, Ashley Madison did survive this. The users came flocking back, probably because they had nowhere else to go since their relationships burned to the ground under their own hand and their own sins. And that brings us to today. Ashley Madison plays a central role in the story I want to cover. This is an exchange between a 26-year-old woman and her 28-year-old boyfriend, and she just found out that he had an Ashley Madison account 6 months ago, and this is her confronting him with that cold, hard fact. So she sends a screenshot of Ashley Madison, to which he responds, "Huh?" Like a cartoon character. Like in my head, the way he said that is like Tim the Toolman Taylor out of Home Improvement. "Huh?" And then she just goes, "Nice." And then his response is 2 laughing crying emojis, "What's up?" He uses the laughing crying emojis a lot during this conversation. It must be not only his favorite emoji, but his favorite thing in the world. He can't stop laughing and crying here. He's like the fucking Joker or something, I guess. Because every single thing he says throughout here uses those emojis pretty much. It is so fucking annoying. Just an absolute insufferable douchebag. So she says, "You tell me," and he goes, "Tell you what?" He's trying to play dumb like he has no idea what's going on. Ashley who? Like, he's acting like he's been hit by the orb of confusion out of SpongeBob. It's fucking ridiculous. She clearly knows what you've done. Like, I don't know why he's even trying this angle. Like, he's too stupid to process what's going on. You've lost your mind, babe. What is all this about, huh? What's all this commotion, this mumbo jumbo? She clearly knows. It's fucking annoying reading this guy's text messages. Like, it reminds me of when I played that AI interrogation detective game where you just get nowhere when talking to the AI because it's not quite sophisticated enough, so you get locked in an endless loop. She is speaking to a brick wall of stupid. And then she just goes, "Or don't, I don't care, I'm done." And his response to it is just truly unhinged. So he goes LMAO, because you know he can't stop laughing about it. He is cracking up right now, slapping his knee. This is the best comedy he's ever seen in his life. "What are you going on about? Period got you tripping?" That is fucking wild. So he's trying to like gaslight her or make her feel like she's insane for even thinking Ashley Madison had anything to do with him in any way. He's trying so hard to try and like push this on her like, "Oh wow, did you forget to take your normal pills today, babe? Oh goodness gracious, here, let me go get your prescription here so you can come back to reality instead of whatever fantasy you're in here about Ashley Madison." I don't know what that is. Like, this is what's happening here? What's going on? Your period come up or something? You're delusional. So she replies no, and then he goes, "And then are you going to explain what you sent me?" Like, what do you mean? You clearly know what she sent you. Fuck, it's so frustrating just reading this guy's texts. So she goes, "There's really nothing for me to explain. You're the one playing dumb." Immediately calling his bluff on this, he is legitimately just playing the dumbest man on the planet right now. And he continues to double down on it. "Playing dumb about what? I'm confused." And then she goes, "You're not confused, lol," and then drops his username, I think, and I can only make out the last part of it, but there's a 10 in there. I'm guessing because every other variation of his favorite Xbox gamer tag was taken, so he had to throw on some numbers at the end. So not only was he at least trying to cheat on his girlfriend, he was doing it under the screen name that a 12-year-old would use in World of Warcraft. That's so fucking cringe, Jesus. And then he goes, laughing, crying emoji, "Wasn't that one of those websites you tried to join when you were looking for a sugar daddy?" And I said, "Fine, I'm gonna look for a sugar mama then. Laughing, crying emoji. Now, that little tidbit of lore is never addressed in the text messages again because he double texted her right after that. So, the original poster expanded on it in the comments. Apparently, this was a joke the two of them made a while ago about her looking for a sugar daddy and him looking for a sugar mama. But she allegedly never did anything with that, and she assumed he also didn't do anything with that because it was just a joke they shared. And this seems like a desperate attempt from him to try and weasel out some kind of explanation for why he'd be on Ashley Madison and tried to tie it into that. I didn't do anything wrong, asshole, LMAO. I most definitely wouldn't need a website to meet girls. This guy's such a giga-chad pussy slayer, he doesn't need technology to meet women. Fuck, he could just go outside right now and get drowned in sodden panties that would be tossed to him the second he opened his door. Obviously. So then she says, no, it wasn't, and you still did, and paid for it too. And then he hits her with another laughing, crying emoji. I don't think I ever had a conversation with anyone on there. It's full of bots. Definitely never met with anyone. How would you know it's full of bots if you didn't try and converse with people on there? You played yourself. You immediately just fucking showed your whole hand. You absolutely must have used the service to know that it's full of bots. And you must have paid for it in order to access the service as well. Like, checkmate. You did it to yourself. You left yourself wide open to the scholars, mate. Also, it's important to call attention to the fact that he called her an asshole for her bringing this to him. Craziness. Craziness. That doesn't make a difference. You still wanted to cheat enough to pay to do it. Laughing, crying emoji. Babe, if I wanted to cheat, I promise you I would not need to use a website. And she says, yet you still did. And then here it comes. My intentions were not to cheat. And then, of course, she realizes that's a load of baloney there. That's a bunch of fucking horseradish. So she says that is literally the entire purpose of the site. There's no other intention. Please stop trying to make it seem less bad. I know you didn't really care for me. There is no other intention you can have on Ashley Madison besides trying to fuck somebody else. Like, what were you on there for? Looking for a League of Legends duo partner? Like, there is nothing else you could be doing on Ashley Madison. What else would the intention be? You needed someone to grade your poetry or something? Like, there is nothing else. And he knows that it's an impossible angle that he's trying to play here because he doesn't even bother trying to expand on it. No, listen, darling, my intentions weren't to cheat. In fact, they were actually quite noble, and here's why. Like, he didn't even bother. He's just like, hey, I wasn't there to cheat. Just take my word for it. So he finishes it off by saying, doesn't mean that was my intentions though, but LMAO, babe. I definitely care about you, jackass. Like, he's trying to be like somewhat playful about it and try and like minimize the severity of what he's done or attempted to do. He's just like, LMAO, babe. You jackass. You silly salamander. Oh my goodness, pumpkin pie. Come on, you know I care about you. I was just thinking about how I missed you earlier before you called. I couldn't cheat on you, honey. I was actually just thinking about you right before you called. Like, I was actually thinking about you. How could I possibly have cheated on you if I just thought of you, right? Like, come on, you're being ridiculous. Calm down, come on. It's not a big deal. A super innovative and interesting strategy from him that did not pan out well at all. This is where the relationship ended. Cheating will usually put the kibosh on a relationship, as well it should. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of share this story with all of you here. That's about it. So yeah.
Well, I got some like punk rock kids here. Let's see if they're really about what they preach and stuff.
Buckle up your seatbelt because it's about to be a wild ride. This asshole has been hyping himself up in the bathroom mirror for the last 45 minutes, telling himself today's the day he talks to people, real people, about real issues. And of course he chose the only thing he knows, absolutely batshit insane conspiracy theories. So this playful little gopher pokes his head out of his little hidey hole and sees people with different colored hair and immediately assumes that they're punk rock. So you can almost immediately tell that this guy, he doesn't go out much, and that's for good reason. He should have stayed locked inside reading his Facebook groups because he just makes a fucking fool of himself.
Hey, what's up, guys? I just had a quick question for you guys. Hey. What do you guys think about COVID-19?
So get used to this camera angle because it's filmed like an episode of Cow and Chicken. I love his approach here. This guy lacks the most basic communication skills, obviously has never socialized before. He just comes up to them, hey, what's the deal with COVID-19? It's like in SpongeBob when he tries to tell a joke, what's the deal with airline food? Except far worse here.
It sucks.
Like, what do you think is like, it's, the severity of it is real, what they're saying?
I've had it.
I had it too. That's real.
Do you think it's right to get a vaccine for a 98% survival illness?
I'm getting my second one tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just because I can't, like, die from it doesn't mean other people can.
As the video continues to go on, you'll notice the camera shaking more and more because the adrenaline really starts pumping through his body at dangerous levels. You can tell this is the most exciting thing he's ever done in his life. I would have absolutely loved to see what this guy looked like during all of this, because from the waist down, it looks like he's dressed for 18 holes of golf. He's probably sweating profusely. I wouldn't be surprised if it was actually DB Cooper filming this. Like, this shit is just so wacky.
But yeah, I get that, but you guys like I noticed, like I used to be like,
I believe in science.
yeah, but I used to be like you guys who are like in high school, like, you know.
Not in high school.
Yeah, but like when I was in high school, I used to be like in punk rock type of guy. But that's about like anti-authority, you know, anarchy. What are you guys doing, like, you know, signing up for this?
The internet's raised some complete losers like this guy that are just a hemorrhoid to society. You'll remember in the beginning of the video he said they look punk rock, let's go test their faith and interrogate them to make sure they actually believe the things that they preach, as if it's some kind of religious movement liking punk rock or having different colored hair. But anyway, he walks up to them, makes all these assumptions like, you know, where's anarchy? Why don't you have a butt plug in your butthole running around naked burning down churches like real punk rockers would? Because back in my day in high school, I was a punk rocker, which is the biggest lie ever told. He should have been struck by lightning by God for that fucking horrible lie. There is a 0% chance this guy was ever cool in his life. He probably listened to a single Misfits song by accident on the radio in his mom's car one time, and then just tried his best to ride that wave like, yeah, I love the Misfits. Did I pass the punk rock test? Can I sit at your lunch table now? Government? Fuck 'em. Might even paint my nails black, too.
I'm not signing up for anything. I just look at science and I look at facts. I'm gonna get my food shot every.
But aren't you guys like all about anti-authority?
It's not about anti-authority. It's about keeping the public safe. It's not about, and it's not like, yeah, and I am anti-authority. Fuck the police, dude. But the police didn't invent.
You see, you guys are buying the propaganda for the police. But
oh my god, why do
the police are our friend.
This guy's all over the place. I don't think there's anything he actually believes in. So he's like, you know, why aren't you anti-authority, huh? You got a guitar right there, your hair's a different color, you're clearly punk rock, you should be anti-authority. And then they're like, well, I mean, we are, fuck the police. And then he's like, oh god, whoa, 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 fuck the police. Police are our friends. Why would you say that? Oh my god, you guys are too hardcore. Like, this guy, he is just getting his ass washed like a bidet right now.
Okay, but I'm just trying to like make you guys think for a second, because like I used to hang around.
I mean, I've had it. I've had it.
Okay, but I see you guys the way you
sucks,
guys
but
are. Yeah, and it's a 98% survival illness.
But that doesn't mean that it's not like bad. I don't want it just because it's around. Like, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
but see, people die from the flu every year.
Jesus Christ, he actually used the flu defense. Can someone just call this guy's dad to pick him up? He's getting a little too wild in the park. It would have been less offensive if he just walked up to these people and flashed his cock and balls at them. Just come up in a trench coat and just fucking let it all hang loose. That would have been far more tolerable.
Gonna be like, you know, we check our temperatures every day. Like,
Did you guys know there's aborted fetus cells in the vaccines?
oh my god, get the fuck out of here, bro. Can you just leave? I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
It's getting a little off the rails. He started to sense that they were losing interest in the conversation, so he had to reel them back in. What about the aborted fetus cells in the vaccine? Oh my god. This poor fucking guy, he's an actual flesh puppet for these dumb Facebook groups. They have their hands so far up his anus they are working his mouth like it's a ventriloquism act. I guarantee this guy has never even heard of the word proof. That the word has never even left his lips, I imagine. If he sees it in his groups that he trusts, he takes it at face value. For what it's worth, there's obviously no fucking aborted fetus cells in the vaccine. If he wanted to just make some shit up, I think he should have went harder. Did you know that they're actually using dinosaur semen in the vaccines? Then you'd have my attention.
But you guys are
That's
like
some crazy. That's some ludicrous shit, bro. That's some ludicrous.
questioning the government is crazy.
No, I'm not saying questioning authority or the.
But that's
government is
real. You guys
crazy.
laughed at something that's real. Why is
Who
that?
told you this?
Because it's not in the mainstream. You guys laugh at it though. Is that why?
They're laughing at you because you're a birthday clown. Like, you're just goofy. You're a goofball. You're a goofy goober, man. Like, what are you going on about? And when they even very lightly pressed for proof and you didn't have a defense, you immediately just went on the defensive. It's not mainstream, so you wouldn't have heard of it. My girlfriend goes to a different school. You know, like, okay, we hear that there's aborted fetus cells, now can you prove it? And then he can't. He just immediately backpedals like, it's just not mainstream.
You're saying that's what Fox News is saying. They're like aborted fetuses, Alex Jones.
Well, they're right about that. Some political parties are right about some
How
things.
do you know if they're right?
Be-
If I don't know if they're right, how do you know if they're right?
It's common sense. I mean, both political
No,
parties
it's
switch
not.
back and forth. Let's
No.
rewind back to 2001.
Man, I just want to play my guitar.
Let's rewind back to yeah.
Dude,
Let's
you
rewind
didn't- I
back
don't
to
even know your
2001.
name. Why are you away
Okay,
from
you guys
me?
believe
Go
not-
away.
So you
Go
guys
away.
think 9/11
You
was
didn't
real?
even, you didn't.
Well, I mean, who didn't see that coming, to be honest? Every single conspiracy I bet this guy believes in. I wouldn't be surprised if he started talking about how Atlantis is going to rise from the ocean again and take over the world or something. He immediately goes full throttle, nuts to butts. So you think 9/11 was real? Wow. Yeah, he's coming in with the condom off now. Now it's raw. So it's getting fucking wild and really sad.
We didn't come here to talk conspiracy theories.
It's not conspiracy
We're
theories.
just trying to play our fucking
Alright, that's
guitar
cool,
and
dude.
banjo
You
and
can
peas
believe
in a
whatever you
park.
want.
Okay, you guys believe
You're
9/11?
making me need fucking go away, please.
But you see that it
Wait,
was.
Stop talking to me. Are you crazy person? Are you fucking crazy?
You guys can walk away if you want, but I'm
No,
trying to.
We were sitting here first. Go
But
away.
it's the public. It's the public. Sorry, I could like talk here.
Oh my god.
It's the public.
Damn, taking you back to high school, isn't it, big guy? All the girls disgusted, asking you to leave, calling you weird and crazy. Fuck, man. Some things just never change, do they? Poor guy's starting to really shake. It's like a tornado is blown through here with the way the camera's being filmed, just like fucking rapid fire shaking now.
Don't you think that working is kind of distracting you from your true spirituality?
Dude,
I'm
go
not-
away.
But what do you guys
Go
think
away.
that's
Why are
doing
you
your
recording us?
spirituality?
We were literally
I run a
being
YouTube channel.
weird, like,
All right, well, just want to let you guys know, like when I was in high school, like punks used to mean like.
we're not in fucking high school, dude.
I know that, but I
I
used to hang out with people like you. You guys were all about.
Well, you know what? You're an asshole. Like,
You guys-
I wouldn't-
Now we're going on the spirituality train. There is no stone left unturned here. He's trying to fucking vomit every dumb thing he can out all at once. Also, I assure you he has never hung out with anyone in high school, or since high school. So, that's just another lie. Come on now. Be honest. This guy is just making so many assumptions based off the appearance of the people he's approached, so I'm going to do the same here based off of just the few things I've heard from him so far. I imagine he probably hadn't had many friends in the real world in his life. He may have been bullied, but what eventually ended up happening is he found an online safe space where they were preaching these kind of conspiracies and they were nice to him and brought him into the community, and now he feels so loyal to them because of the way that they made him feel like belonging to a part of a group, that now he just vehemently defends the craziness and then goes out in the world and does shit like this. I can make assumptions too.
We don't. Like, you're annoying as fuck. You're annoying as fuck. Yeah, I just got
Don't you
off
think
my
that
fucking
beer is-
minimum wage job.
Don't you think that beer-
It's weird that you approach women in a park that are relaxing.
This is a guy too. There's a guy right here. But don't you guys think all these drugs and alcohol are kind of blocking your spirituality and true consciousness?
Yeah, stop with the drugs and alcohol and awaken your true consciousness like this guy. Then you can be as cool and fun as him. He's the perfect man. Yep.
Anarchy, right? Anarchy, right? Posers! 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 Posers!
You can hear the tears in his eyes as they walk away and he shouts posers at them. Truly, awful stuff. It's upsetting what the internet's done to some people like this guy. He just goes out of his way to ruin their day and then go home feeling like a champion, like he did something good for the world, and then he posts this video himself because he has no self-awareness or shame. It's crazy. It's wild. But anyway, that's about it. So yep. Seen the Midwest safety video called When Blowing Up Your Ex-Boyfriend's Car Goes Wrong? I think so. Sounds very familiar. I haven't seen this. This is 6 days old. I thought this was the one from a while back.
And then all of a
said you heard a boom.
And that's when I came outside and I started calling him
You came
again.
outside, you're like, what's that boom? What's that boom?
Yeah.
Can we see that video that you have?
Oh yeah, it's inside the house.
Can we go?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Did she record herself blowing up this car? Am I about to watch her literally self-report, bring the officers into the evidence bay, and show them that she blew up the car? Is that what's about to happen here? Also, this setup looks straight out of a 90s movie from, like, the quintessential hacker setup.
I don't know how you work this thing out. I'm sorry. That's me. That's when I came to see.
What's in your hand?
Oh, that's my phone.
That's not a phone.
Holy.
What is that? You got a brick?
No.
Oh, sorry. I'm just getting my sergeant to see because
Let me take a peek. I know the difference between a brick and a phone. In fact, I'd say no one knows that difference better than me. Let me take a peek at that footage there, officer. I'll be the forensics expert.
I had my phone with
that's not a phone. You can see how thick it is. Looks kind of like a lighter fluid bottle.
That's ridiculous.
What?
Like lighter fluid bottle? Like
Lighter
big
what?
brick white
Fluid.
bottle.
Doesn't exist. Absolutely not.
Up here. So the call is 0018. This is 0011.
Okay. That's you.
Yeah, that's me.
What's in your hand? That's not a phone.
What was the plan here? I'm so
Looks like you might have your phone right there.
curious.
No, that's my pen.
That's your what?
My pen.
It is a very big pin.
My
Very big
That's
pin.
physical pen.
That's like a brick.
Yeah. It's a ink
No, the one
pen.
that you said on
Like
my
a quill.
chest.
Oh, okay. So
We're talking about what was in your hand.
Oh, no.
Back it up.
you got lighter fluid in your hand right there.
Don't be ridiculous. That's preposterous.
What is your name? A squeeze bottle in your hand walking over to the neighbor's house. Okay? What does that look like?
My phone.
No, the squeeze bottle in your hand.
It's what are you talking about? It's Mike's special stuff. You ever seen Space Jam? Brother, it's nothing. You're making a mountain out of a molehill. I invited you in here to show you this. You think I'd be so stupid as to show you this where I'm incriminating myself with the lighter fluid? Are you stupid? No, it's clearly my brick or my pen.
Okay.
Okay, so what happened?
I was just mad.
No, what?
And so you were mad and what happened? Did you light his car on fire?
No.
Okay, then what?
She was just
what going on
mad,
there?
walking around with her
I
phone.
just put a little bit thing, but I didn't light his car on fire. I don't.
Okay, Jasmine, we're past that point. Okay?
No,
Let's
she
be honest
she
about
just
what
she
happened,
put some
okay?
fluid on it and then lightning
Look at all
struck
this that's
it.
going on there. Nobody got hurt. Okay.
I just was upset because he came to my house and we just had a little argument, and that's when I started calling.
Seems
him.
like a big argument. I would
got mad.
imagine to go
You got
blow up his
mad?
car.
Okay. All right, Jasmine. We're gonna go out here real quick. Come on.
I'd like to see the footage for myself. I want to see what that looks like.
Just walk with me.
What seems to be the issue here, officer?
This way. This way.
Me?
Yeah, put your hands behind your back.
Why?
Because you're being placed under arrest, okay?
Why?
Arrest for what? What is the charge? Enjoying surveillance footage? Succulent surveillance footage?
Hands in handcuffs, okay?
Oh,
This is Democracy Manifest.
so what's the point? Ouch.
We'll go right back to the door.
It looks like we got the wrong person. You're right. You're totally innocent.
God.
The dude down the street just admitted to doing it.
You were angry with him?
Yeah.
Okay, who is that to you? Who is he?
He's a friend.
I don't even know his name. What's his name?
I really don't know either.
Okay.
I just basically we met like a few weeks ago and
So
I forgot his name already, but I blew up his car.
What was the
I
argument?
don't know. He's a weirdo. That guy's weird.
one of his cousins
You guys get in an argument, then what happens?
we just he just called me some
He
names.
he
and
tipped his hat and said,
I did
"See you later,
something
toots."
and
that was that.
I did what I did.
Okay. Okay. So what was the bottle that was in your hand?
It was
Kerosene.
what's that called?
I mean, Roundup? Like, it could...
So it was lighter fluid?
Yes.
Okay,
I thought you was going to try and think of a different spray.
Just
Windex?
like on the tires.
On the tires? And you
Yeah.
threw it at the tire and then it caught on fire?
Yeah. And I was trying to turn it off, but I couldn't.
You tried to put it out? How did you
Yeah.
try to put it out?
Water.
With water? Where's that bottle at now?
What's even the point of, like, throwing that in there? That is so just blatantly obvious a lie, and it doesn't help anything either. I was trying to turn off the fire, but fuck, it was just raging out of control. It was beyond. It's like God wanted that car to blow up. Like I was powerless against it.
Him calling me names.
Oh, he called you names too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, now it makes sense that we'd blow up his car.
Okay, it was, and that's when I was trying to get like water out the house and
Okay.
try to turn it off, and that's when I was trying to get the people out too, and that's when I call you guys.
Okay, so you had a little, so after you did it, you had some remorse for doing it, and that's why you called 911? Okay.
I know it was my fault. I know.
Yeah, go ahead and play this back and let it play
That's
full.
so fascinating. So she went over, knowing full well all of this is on camera. She goes over, blows up the car. Let's assume she's being honest, felt bad, so she started, like, I don't know, spritzing water on it. And then trying to, like, evacuate the house. Like, get the fuck out, I can't believe it. Some madman just set a car on fire out here. It's raging, run, run, run. And then she calls 911 and invites the officers into her house to watch the footage with her. And that's just an unbelievable plan. That is so big brain. Like, that is the last thing you would expect. I almost think she's innocent. It's too obvious. Like, it's too on the nose, you know what I mean? What if she's been framed?
Did it poof up? Like the flame get real big real
Thanks for
quick?
the zoom in here so I can get some good quality.
Forever. And that's when I went back inside the house. And
So is that that's after you had started the fire and you're going back to the
Yeah.
house? Just keep recording.
Because it only records motion, right?
what was it again?
Motion. You got gasoline too?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a little more than lighter
You used
fluid.
gasoline as well?
Yes.
Okay. So was that after the lighter fluid? Did you pour gasoline on it first or the lighter fluid?
A gas, and then I put
She made multiple
The lighter
trips.
fluid?
yes.
Okay, so you did the gasoline first, then you came back and did lighter fluid?
Yeah, it's like painting. You have to do 2 coats. No, she understands her arson.
Yes.
Okay. Did you pour the gas on the tires or did you pour it on the roof, the hood? I mean, where did you...
All right.
Okay.
What is absolutely crazy is if she just didn't invite the officers in, probably just wouldn't have even been caught. I mean, I'm sure maybe the guy would have like an inkling of a suspicion that we just had an argument with this girl. Now my car's on fire and the house has been burned. Probably a correlation. Like, he'd connect dots, but he wouldn't have any, like, hard proof. She openly just invites the officers in without... I don't even think they talked to the guy at all. She just kind of came out of nowhere like an NPC, like with a side quest. Like, officer, you want to come check out this video? Yeah, no, it's right here on video. With all of the evidence.
Borrowed into something way more suspicious.
That's so crazy. What a fascinating crime. Is this an AI image? Because this was not in the video at all. I feel like this might just be AI. Because if they had this surveillance camera as well, then they probably wouldn't have even bothered with the other one. Since when does Midwest Safety start using AI thumbnails? The other video used the same image. Which one? This is just a re-upload of this. These are all just a re-upload here. They're just taking everything. These aren't like actual organizations or anything. Oh wait, you're right. This one did come first, huh? But that's probably because this was a members video first, if I remember correctly. What Midwest Safety does is they start it as a members video and then upload it publicly. So I'm assuming they did the same thing here, where it was members only to start, and then they made it public. See? So that'd be my guess. How many of you are familiar with this story? This was called The Cookie Monster back in 2008. 2 girls that steal from the Girl Scouts. And it's actually kind of deep. Like, it gets wild. I won't spoil the ending or anything, but it gets kind of silly. And I'd never heard of this before, but I guess it was a big deal back in 2008.
Basically, me and my friend Stephanie, we needed some money. We saw a girl selling Girl Scout cookies. We saw an envelope with money in it, and I grabbed it, and she drove away.
That's free money, baby.
Why did you do it?
Because we needed money. We just wanted money.
What did you...
I think the Girl Scouts should be traveling with like a safe, like a lockbox maybe, and armed security guards. Because this is not the first time I've heard of them being robbed. It seems like that's kind of common. Like, they set up their Girl Scout cookie stands outside of Walmart or Publix or something, and then someone just comes by and fucking mine.
What about the people who would say, all right, you know, it's one thing to steal money, it's another thing to do it from a 9-year-old girl selling Girl Scout cookies?
I mean, money's money. I mean, I feel bad it was a 9-year-old girl, but there was $150 in that envelope, and I wanted that money, and it was mine.
How brutally honest. Like an actual comic book villain. Out here teaching life lessons. $150 easy payday. The only problem was we got caught. And I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for those meddling grocery store security cameras.
I just want to say that I'm sorry for offending the Girl Scout organization, but other than that, that's it.
I like the word offending there. As if that was the problem, like she insulted them and they took it personally or something. Instead of, I apologize for stealing from the Girl Scout organization, it's, I'm sorry for hurting their feelings. So, pretty smart criminal overall. But she's not the star of the show. This was mainly the sidekick, the Robin to the real Batman, Stephanie Woods.
I mean, some people might say...
You'll see her in just a minute.
I heard one person...
Well, it's not her money.
I mean, it is.
A 9-year-old girl was selling it, but it's not like she was gonna make that money. So, it doesn't really bother me. The only thing that bothers me is my charges.
Those neurons
now.
are not firing.
What was the other crime that you had been charged with?
Domestic battery.
Oh, huge.
Pretty much, we just
There
saw
she
the
is.
Girl Scouts with their little
protagonist.
table, and
But it's a crime.
I know it's a crime, but it was an easy crime. It was easy.
True.
It was sitting right there. I mean, there's
Literally taking candy from a baby. Like, you just stealing from a 9-year-old? Like, what are they gonna do? Put up a fight? No, sir. Who's a 9-year-old gonna beat? Not an adult. No shot. Like that. Yeah, that's easy crime. She's not wrong. She's making a great point. What a fucking maniac.
there's a lesson learned now, but
What's the lesson you say that you could learn out of this?
probably not to get caught, or maybe not to steal.
I mean, do you have any remorse about stealing from a 9-year-old girl?
Right now, no, because I'm kind of pissed because I have charges and we had to give the money back anyway, so now I'm pretty pissed.
Net loss,
But
unfortunately.
I mean, some people might say it's...
I don't feel sadness for that little girl. I mean, she's getting a lot of money right now from people who feel bad for her. So
Is she in the same parking lot? I just
What were
noticed
you
she like pointed over there. Are they still selling cookies? Like, once this camera comes off, Stephanie Woods might just make her way over there, just meander over and steal a couple extra envelopes of cash from the Girl Scouts. Return to the scene of the crime, lightning striking twice in the same place. After this, a few years later, she got arrested again. Still can't get rid of the Cookie Monster name, by the way. It's what she's forever known for. And sentenced to 6.5 years in prison. Not from stealing from Girl Scouts this time. That was just her gateway drug to a harder drug, heroin. So, yep. A pretty expected conclusion, if I'm being honest. You know, this is something I think a lot of people saw coming. But she must have hired Saul Goodman because initially she was facing 9.5 years. But she took a plea deal, so it worked out for her. 6 years, rent-free, long con. True, she won't need to worry about gas money in jail. She's out of jail now, though. This was 2014, and she served 6.5 years, assuming she did the whole sentence. Like, she's out. So if your daughter's in the Girl Scouts, tell her to sleep with one eye open, because Stephanie Woods could be right around the corner. She's like the boogeyman. Being smart has its drawbacks. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, too, listening to her speak. Like, damn, she's quite intelligent. One of those true criminal genius masterminds. A victim of her own hubris, unfortunately. What happened to the other girl? I don't know who the other girl was. Stephanie Woods was really the star. I don't know shit about the other girl. I couldn't find any info on her. Maybe someone in chat knows, for someone that's a little more familiar with the story than I am. In 2009, she was also arrested for robbery and kidnapping. She pleaded guilty. Man, I tell you, you steal money from the Girl Scouts one time, and then all of a sudden you're shooting up heroin in the bathtub and kidnapping kids and robbing other places. She stole like $400 from a gas station as well. Girl Scouts set her up. Oh yeah, maybe this was entrapment. Like the Girl Scouts deliberately left an envelope with like $150 like sneaking out of it on the side of the table, and they all turned around in order to catch some would-be thieves. You might be onto something. That's how they got my uncle. Fun fact, they also dine and dashed the Denny's 3 weeks earlier. The vid on it is called Girl Scout Cookie Money Theft. Okay, I've got to see that.
All I could say is that I'm really sorry.
Stephanie Woods seems contrite, claiming she's been turned into a cookie money monster. The 18-year-old convicted just days ago.
They actually brought
from a Girl Scout.
They brought the Girl Scout in to testify? Yeah, that's the bitch that stole our money. That fucking heartless fiend. Yeah, that's her. I recognize her. Put her in the slammer.
Even though I think it'd be really unfair if I got 60 days in jail.
A 17-year-old
What do you mean?
who's yet to be charged was with her in both the Denny's and Girl Scout thefts and was
Oh, now we get to learn about the
take
sidekick?
stand, but Wood's attorney was nervous. She was going to turn against his client, so she took the plea.
The family
days, despite this flip of the finger and then shove of our camera last week in court.
Hey, Stephanie, come
I
on.
don't have
Hey,
much of an
come
attitude
on.
anymore, really, except for the other day. But that was just anger. So what can I say?
Her attorney
Thus,
said Wood's
an
plea of
attitude.
No contest was the best avenue, given the conflicting statements from her younger co-defendant.
Oh, there's still more.
It's the Girl Scout cookie thief like you've never seen her before, crying.
Damn,
in
she was a
court
celebrity.
After the judge throws the book at her.
An out-of-control drug user and sent her away to get her life back on track. She will have up to 3 years to do just that.
Holy shit.
The road for 18-year-old Stephanie
Wait, what the
Woods. She
fuck?
arrived-
Wait, so she was sentenced even before the 6.5 years? Wait, did I just miss that in the article? So she just bounces from prison to prison. So she had a 3.5-year sentence before the 6.5? There's still more?
From juvenile detention to the county jail, more punishment for Stephanie Woods, the so-called Girl Scout cookie cash thief.
Another sentencing for Stephanie Woods. This
I'm adding
time
an
in
extra
Stafford.
year because I just
A
hate the
juvenile
letters
judge
from
had
your
already
fans.
ordered Woods into custody and into drug treatment, but Judge Cohen says it should stay, and he gives Stephanie 3 days in jail as a deterrent.
The judge, I think, did the right thing. I really do.
Damn, what a story. Yeah, that shit is deep. All starting from stealing cookies from stealing money from the Girl Scouts. Wild. Crazy how it all ended up. Well, I guess not really crazy. Kind of expected. I really do wonder what her friend's doing. I wonder if she also had this kind of trajectory. She was given 2 years of probation for the drugs, after which she committed 10 probation offenses, including violating curfew, hanging with criminals, lying to her probation officer, giving an officer a fake ID, not doing community service, and stealing $400 from a gas station. Allegedly. That also could be a false flag operation from the Girl Scouts. We don't know for sure yet. I'm ashamed to admit this, but I've already confessed to this sin numerous times now, and I'll do it again in front of you and God. I use Twitter. Actively. I spend a decent chunk of time on Twitter. It's this beautiful cesspool that acts like a portal into the dimension of pure, unhinged lunacy, and I can't look away. It's like a curse that keeps drawing me back in. And you'd think that after spending so much time on Twitter, I'd seen all the stupidest shit the world had to offer from all of the dumbest people in this godforsaken dimension we live in. But you'd be wrong. Somehow there are still videos that shock me with the pure level of absolute insanity that's put on display. You may have heard this story already, or you may not have, but regardless, I'm gonna drag you kicking and screaming into the light and show you an imbecile that's so stupid they're a legitimate danger to the people around them. You remember Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy? Yeah, he was a big fucking idiot, real silly, but he was a harmless moron. The goofy goober I'm about to show you nearly got a woman killed for no reason and left her with permanent injuries that will haunt her for the rest of her life. A Colorado officer pulled over and arrested a woman on suspicion of road rage, and she put the suspect in the back of her police vehicle. A police vehicle that was parked on fucking train tracks. Something that an actual child, a baby brain, would know not to do. In Mario Kart, no one would even park on the train tracks. Yet in the real life, a police officer parked their vehicle on train tracks, put the suspect in handcuffs in the back of the car, and then guess what happened? A fucking train came and obliterated the car with the suspect inside. It's a miracle she didn't die. Somehow she survived with very serious injuries, but this officer pulled off like a Looney Tunes level assassination plot here. Like, parking your car on train tracks with a suspect inside, that's like something you do in Red Dead Redemption 2 as a way of like torturing someone, like tying them to the tracks or some shit. This honestly feels like an elaborate attempt at murdering the suspect. It's actually fucking wild. I'm going to show the video now. There's nothing graphic in the video, but it is still disturbing knowing that there's someone inside this vehicle that gets hit by the train. So just a fair warning there.
Is that Hart?
No, that's Tom check. Oh my god!
Officers noticed what was about to occur. A freight train colliding into a Platteville police cruiser parked on train tracks along Highway 85 and County Road 36.
Dispatch Central 346, status medical emergent. The suspect was in the vehicle that was hit by the train.
You'll never guess the outcome for the officer that did this. Paid administrative leave. So, nearly kill a woman by having them be hit by a train and then take a little paid vacation. It's crazy how this happens every single time like clockwork. It's a fucking joke. I'm not here to even really talk about that. I want to focus on this situation in particular. How the fuck can you make this kind of mistake? It almost feels like it's not a mistake. It really feels like this officer was just trying to kill this woman in a really creative way. If I'm being honest, I don't know what's scarier. This being a case of an absolute villain, a psychopath just trying to kill this suspect, or it being a case of her being so fucking dumb that she actually thought it was okay to park on train tracks. I really don't know which one's the scarier situation. Because if she's this stupid and somehow a police officer, how many others are this dumb and also police officers? Fucking terrifying. In the video, not only can you hear the train for a good like 8 to 10 seconds, you can hear it coming from miles away, it's a fucking train, but you can also even see the train in the background because of the goddamn lights. It's a fucking train. It's like one of the hardest things in the world to miss. Now, I know I've been singling out the protagonist here, the officer responsible for handcuffing the suspect and putting her in the police cruiser that she parked on the train tracks, but it's not just her. Every officer at the scene is at fault here. How could not a single one of them use their brain for even a fraction of a second and rationalize that this is probably not good? You don't need to be a turbo nerd with perfect scores on your SAT, pass the bar, and solve the Millennium Math Prize problem in order to figure out that something's gone awry if your vehicle is parked on train tracks. It's a dangerous situation. Not one of them stopped for a second and just looked around like, these tracks. What are these peculiar markings? They look man-made. I don't think these are naturally occurring Colorado dirt tracks. What uses tracks? Alright, trains. Oh my god! Like, how? How are the neurons not firing in this situation? Like, do they just have no survival instincts whatsoever? Obviously, they don't care about the suspect. No one really gave a spirited attempt to save their life or anything. But even still, they clearly didn't recognize the danger here, so I'm assuming they also could have just been hit by that train as well, because all of them failed to recognize the situation. This happened in the middle of the night. There is not a single other car around. There's not a single sign of life around. They could have parked those cars in any position for miles around that area and been safe. And somehow they chose the only position that was dangerous, on train tracks in the middle of fucking nowhere here. Like, this isn't a freak accident. This is gross stupidity on a level that is downright dangerous, and it almost cost a woman her life. According to the report, the lady was kicking and screaming and like frantically trying to get their attention to the oncoming train because, obviously, just panicking because she had her eyes open and could obviously recognize the imminent threat. Whereas apparently all of the officers, I believe it was 3 officers in total, somehow all of them went deaf at the same time, as well as got hit by like a flashbang and couldn't see the train somehow and just missed it and let it hit their car with the suspect inside. It's just crazy to me. Like, it is actually wild. But hey, at least they're investigating themselves. Those usually go well and turn up fucking nothing. But in this situation, I truly don't see how they could possibly drum up any kind of explanation that excuses this. Like, this is just so fucking dumb. I can't possibly think of any kind of explanation. Like, you can't even blame the suspect here. Like, well, while the woman was in custody, her road rage took over again. The demon came out, and she started planting a railroad system underneath our car in order to divert a train onto the path of hitting our cruiser in order to blast herself out and free herself and escape. So, this is her fault. Like, there's nothing and no one to blame except all of the officers at the scene here. They're all so fucking stupid, and I don't know how this investigation could prove anything otherwise. But anyway, just wanted to talk about this a little bit because this one got my blood boiling a bit. That's about it. So yeah. My captors finally released me, so now I'm safely back home, and I have been deep in the rabbit hole of whatnot scams. I only just recently learned about this platform, and it is apparently huge. So it's fundamentally a live stream auction that any goober on the planet, any Joe Schmo can just pop up live with absolutely no vetting at all from what I can tell. So it is filled to the brim, out the wazoo with scammers. I can count on one hand the amount of successful transactions I've even heard of on this platform. It seems like you go there just to lose your money. There are more scams on Whatnot than there were for fucking crypto meme coin rug pulls. It is bizarre. I have watched so many videos of them just point blank scamming the audience live in front of their faces. Then they end the stream, close their account, and then just make a new account after they get their money. It is baffling. I want to show you just one that I thought was unbelievably silly though, and it's a Pokemon TCG scam.
You got Prismatic. Yeah, pick any which one you want. One person, come on. Thank you, Big Country Fried. What do you want? I'm guessing the Prismatic.
So you can see his chat there during the auction. They're making some bids. Someone wins, and he's about to do a little rip and ship here on Prismatic Evolutions for Pokemon. Very hype set. People would literally sell their fucking grandmother into prostitution to get their hands on those fucking packs. Scalpers have gone ballistic for Prismatic Evolutions, and the Pokemon card community is absolutely rotten to its core with all these scalpers exploiting the fuck out of it like it's some kind of degenerate fleshlight. It's just a disaster. I have been spitting and shitting on these scalpers for months now. It is out of control. And this guy might actually be the stupidest one. You can literally hear in his voice that he's a moron. He actually has cartoonish idiot voice. Like, this is what Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy would sound like if he actually existed in our world.
Bet anybody want to outbid him? Come on, 5 seconds. Thanks, Big Country Fried, man.
I'm assuming all of you have eyes, and I imagine I don't need to tell you that that was not an officially sealed Pokemon pack. That was what we call in the business resealed. But I don't even think that nomenclature fits this, because he didn't even do the bare minimum. It wasn't sealed. He didn't even like tape it. He didn't even try and pretend. That was a completely open pack that he kind of just loosely held together with his hand and then like pretended to rip it out. But he also didn't even pretend, because he goes in there and the top is already fully open, so you can see the cards poking out, and he just grabs the cards from the top and he's like, oh wait. So then he tries to like pretend that he's like ripping the back off, but there's literally nothing holding it together except for his fucking hand. He didn't even bother to do the bare minimum of putting like a little glue there or some tape. It is blatantly just not an actual pack. And that's before you even see the cards. I am not using this loosely. I am not exaggerating. This is actually the laziest scam I've ever seen. Full stop. There's no effort at all into this one. His heart's not in it. It sounds like he's overdosing right now on ketamine anyway. Like he's got fucking peanut butter in his mouth, so it really sounds like he's not all there, like he's not lucid right now. He's in a fugue state, and he is pulling off live in front of an audience the worst Pokemon scam we have ever seen. And this was only like, I think it was almost a month ago now. Almost a full month ago.
I hate ripping these bitches. I don't know the number for these. Cause I'm fucking awkwardly hunched over. I don't have a stand for my phone. Rough Roulette. Pidgey. Polistan. Leafy. Fuko. Forthorn. Fighting Owlet. Oh, I see something shiny. You got a reverse right here. And then Togekiss.
If you were reading the chat at all, you'll notice that people were quick to pick up that those cards aren't even part of the Prismatic Evolution set. They are from a completely different set. He didn't even bother to put bulk cards from the actual Prismatic Evolutions into this. It's just random cards he found from a totally different set here. And he's also illiterate. He can't even read the fucking cards.
You want bulk or you want the hits?
God, I love that line from him right there at the end of the climax after everyone has found out this guy is just a degenerate fucking loser scammer. He had the gall to say, do you want the bulk or the hits? And the guy who purchased the pack, you can see him type in chat, he said, I want a refund. This guy must have, I don't know, somehow pieced those words together in his brain and figured out that that's a bad thing, because I'm sure he couldn't read it based on how he was trying to pronounce those Pokemon names. So then he knew something was awry. They were on to his nefarious scheme, his genius plan. So then he ended the stream. The show has ended. But really, the show has only just begun. This was giving me so many giggles. Now, he obviously closed his account, or maybe Whatnot banned him, I'm not entirely sure. But his account was closed. He made another account. It was called, like, Jake something, I already forgot, but I think that one's also been closed now. But I'm sure that's not the last we've seen of this guy. I'm sure he's going to keep making new accounts. You cut one head off the Hydra, two more take its place here. He's going to continue to try, but I don't think he'll ever actually be successful at it because his voice is so recognizably stupid that I feel like you will never mistake him. Unless he starts using a voice changer or like an AI Mr. Krabs filter on his voice or something, you will always know that it's this guy. His voice is just so distinct. He is a magnificent clown. Now, at first I thought there was a chance this was like satire on purpose. It's not. This was an actual scam that a real, living, breathing human being actually tried to pull off. And I guess to a certain extent it was successful. He did get that guy's money for this. And I am still just sitting here stunned watching that. And it's not uncommon on Whatnot. That's the thing. I've seen so many scams of similar caliber to this, maybe not as lazy, like he didn't even try and reseal the pack, it was actually just in fucking pieces, then he pretended to open it. But like there's so many other scammers, like just today, I saw one that was posted today on Whatnot where a scammer forgot to end the stream, and then he was literally talking to his friend about all the scams that he runs himself on his own page, and they're just going back and forth about the scams that they're conducting in front of their audience because he forgot to end the stream, thinking that he had like raided into another channel or something. I don't exactly know how it works on Whatnot, but it went on for like 3 minutes. I saw another box break scam. Like there are so many scams there, but this is, I think, completely in a league of its own in regards to how stupid it is. This guy is like the ultimate dweeb loser. Obviously, I can't stand these assholes, but if there's any solace to take from this clip, it's that going forward, when you see a scalper or a scammer trying to exploit people online in the trading card community, just know that behind the keyboard, they probably look and sound a lot like this guy. A complete bozo. An actual fucking super specimen of stupidity. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about this. That's really about it. So yeah.